Alright, welcome back. Just did a stream and apparently I'm doing another. So, just wanted to jump on real quick. What do you believe happened today in regards to the SEC leak? Right? Was it a leak? Was it a mess up? Or was it a true hack? Who the heck knows? All I know is Gary's going to have something to answer to on that. Is that going to mentally push that out? Then are they going to want to do it on their terms and delay tomorrow? Push it out to the final due date before they get sued again. Very odd that it came out, and then then it comes from Gary's account that they were compromised. I find it very perplexing. In regards to the news stations, they got an email from the SEC saying that they were compromised. So I don't know if they retracted on the SEC X site, but Gary Gensler put out his tweet saying that they were compromised. So I don't know, it's awfully fishy. Did someone hit the wrong button too early? You know, was that supposed to happen tomorrow? We shall see. All I know is the market's paid for it. Market's paid dearly for it, but not too bad. You know, Bitcoin got down in the 45,000 range, and that's where we're trading between 45,500 and 46. Not as bad as you would think. Right now, I believe if we get to 9 tomorrow, we're going to see a hit, in my view, a pretty big hit into the 30s, mid to high 30s. Just for now, it'll be a scare. We can sell out. People taking profits maybe who have it at 15, 20, 30,000 and saying, oh, we're screwed again, we're getting out taking profits. And that'll push the whole market down. Bitcoin goes down to 40. Alts will get destroyed. Now, surprisingly, somewhat, alts stayed strong today. It started out stronger, but it got kind of hurt. Stacks, unfortunately, had its support, busted through that $2 we were trying to keep yesterday, and it just got hurt. Nothing could really maintain their support today. And all day it's been choppy. Everything, but look, we're climbing back up. I can get above $2. Everyone gets, not everyone. Hopefully, you guys don't. But people get scared. They sell off. And it comes back. And in a bull market, you are going to have ups and downs constantly. You can have a 30-40% crash and retracement and consolidation, trade sideways, but nothing goes straight up. You're going to have this. You're going to have that go sideways and then to the next level. But a couple things that I've been accumulating that are a little more risky, Marlin Pond, loading up on that just because I think it'll have a good run to 10 cents easily, and that will be good enough for me. AIOZ, it's just loving AIOZ. It just continuously is not disappointing me. It's the 12-cent range, but I own it at 1 penny, and that was another one that I've been getting Colville and Spirax and some of these high risk pond right here, right? This is on one of the gainers here, and it was all day, got up to 160 something, and that's below 2 pennies, and so I've been accumulating from under a penny to this level, and it's got the volume. The circulating supply is not too horrible. It'll pump up to 10 cents, no issue, when we get momentum back, which we're going to. There's your AIOZ. That is just, can't preach it enough. they're doing some cool things in regards to streaming, and they've been around for a bit. I like the team. Check them out on X. Been following them. So we're getting down to this area, and then we're popping up. You know, we topped off at around 21 cents, and I'm hoping right there, hoping we're going to be like Fetch AI. I watched it from 13 cents to 17, constantly going back and forth, and then 17 to 21, 17 to 24 cents, constantly going back. What a great trade that would be if you could do 17,000, 17, 24, sell it at 24, buy it at 17. I mean, rolling stock, just like a rolling stock. When I used to do options back in the day, in the market, in the stock market, continuously, you could have done that 30, 40 times continuously. I didn't have the cojones. Hey, Metal. I just did one quick chat, and glad you jumped on. How are you today? We got buried in snow today. When the SEC tweet came out, I was shoveling 9 inches of snow. Did you get pounded? Yeah, so this AIOZ I've been extremely happy with, and I'm just hoping it has the same deal as Fetch and gets out of the range. Real good, real good. Did you get any snow up there? Yeah, ours was wet as I couldn't believe how wet it was. I didn't even use a snow blower just because it would have trashed it. I mean, it was the heaviest stuff I've ever seen. So me and one of my kids, and went out there and got it done. But it went fast. But holy cow, Western Canada, oh yeah, yeah. Our first big one too. We had one around Halloween, and then this was our first big one, and we've got more to come. It's so bad. I took my middle daughter to work, and I'm going to pick her up at about 9:45 Chicago time. Western Canada is beautiful, but I really roads weren't too bad, but it's a weird snow. It is just filled with water. Out about 15, 20 miles east of us, my mother-in-law, she had rain all day, which is crazy. So, did you hear about that SEC tweet mess up? Nothing to be scared of. My thought is we've got a couple options. Already have it. I was looking at Fetch. I was just talking about AIOZ, which is one I'm doing very well on. I've got quite a bit of it at 1 penny. Fetch, I was watching between 17 cents and 24 cents for a month, 2 months, just going back between that. And it finally broke out, and I bought it at like 60 cents because I finally bought in. And I normally don't do that. I have a big issue. Like with Metis Dow, I was going to buy it at $22. And kept watching it, and then all of a sudden I was off a couple days, and boom, look at that, just within. And I have a hard time taking a little breather. I was hoping you'd take a bigger breather. I have a hard time mentality-wise, and I've done it a couple. I did it with Solana this year, and I did it with Fetch, where I've watched it go up like this in a couple weeks' time and buying it up here. I think Metis Dow is going to do great. It's Victolic's mom's project. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping in regards to that it was a mistake and someone pressed the wrong button too early, or the right button too early. But I do have other thoughts that there's no way they were hacked, no freaking way. But I don't believe they are. Who truly knows? But my thought is, concerns me a little bit that they may delay it because they want it done on their terms, right? Gary wants everything on his terms, and I truly believe that he may say we're delay. I hope I'm wrong. Delay it until March, I believe, so they can put it off. They'll come up with some excuse that they need more of this, more of that, a couple different dotted lines signed. And delay it until then so they can release it on their terms, right? Because he looks like an idiot right now. If they release it tomorrow and they approve all of them, yeah, I do too. I just think it'll be an embarrassment. It's already embarrassing to him, but I think it'll be a bigger embarrassment if he goes, yeah, tomorrow, done, and we're going to crash tomorrow. Little of that's already in the market, from today. But if it truly comes out like that they deny it, alts are going to get destroyed. It'll all come back. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. It's the temperature up there in Western Canada. Ours is dropping down after Chicago land outside of Chicago. Was in Chicago proper up until about exactly 11 years ago. With the 3 kids, we outgrew it and got a little dangerous. Even though we were in a good neighborhood, kids couldn't ride their bikes. We lived in a house, but it was ridiculous. You're buying ETH? Yeah, ETH will do great. I mean, ETH, in the realm that you like with your gains, you cannot go wrong with ETH. You'll get minimum of 100%, 150% gain on that minimum. I don't know about the 10,000 that people are calling for or more. I just don't know. But we'll be wrong if it got to like 7,000, which I think is a no-brainer, especially if an ETF and if this gets approved tomorrow, which I don't think it will, but if it does, ETH is next. Negative 32 Fahrenheit? Jesus. See, normally this time of the year, we usually get, when the kids go back to school, and when I say kids, I got a 21-year-old, a 18-year-old, and a 14-year-old. Usually we have a day off because it's like -4. Today they had a day off. They went back to school yesterday, and they had a day off today because of the snow. When I lived in Chicago, you never had a day off, no matter, it could be a total. We did once, and that was when we got such a horrible blizzard that they shut down Lakeshore Drive. Yeah, it's a big boy token. Yeah, it's saying accumulate me. That's what your Ethereum does. It says keep accumulating, keep accumulating. I'm at $2,000. I'm at 2,100. I'm at 1,700. I'm at 2,300. I'll give you 4 to 5 months to accumulate me, and then what happens? $3,000. Once it hits $3,000, it's going up. It's just it's lost some of its luster with some people. In regards to everything else popping, and Ethereum kind of stays in that hole, and there's nothing wrong with that. It has its turn, just like XRP and just like Cardano. I don't care what anyone says. Like Cardano, like XRP, or hate them both. It doesn't matter. They pop. They will. They pop like Ethereum does? I don't think so. But who knows? I mean, I 100% believe both will make their all-time highs, beat their all-time highs, if we truly get our, momentum going again, which we will. This is just shaking out some people, and people get scared, and this SEC hack really shook some people, and I just. Be nice. I was listening to someone today who I was listening to, but saying we need to decouple. Yeah, we need to decouple from Bitcoin. Of course, alts do, but that's not going to happen. I don't see when that could happen. But Ethereum will be a great play for you. You're looking to get a bunch, or truth of the matter is, I was looking for that to get to like the $1,700 range. I was hoping, but it's just not doing it. It's not going to get down there. It's not going to get below $2,000, in my opinion. Yes. Yep. They always do. And what's really funny is the people on Discover Crypto, who I'll play in the background or something. Some of them, like Nick, always cutting down ETH, and things will come and go. ETH, Bitcoin, the big boys, Link, they'll be here, and they'll always do well. If you want to risk it, I have a risky portfolio, and I have a stable portfolio. Solana, ETH, Bitcoin. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, There's too many coins right now, and some are doing great. I mean, some of the ones I've taken risk on. I mean, AI. Let's be honest. I mean, it's been many of them are doing okay, but so many of these things are just theories and projects being worked on. You know, Ethereum, things are being built on, and it might be slow, it might be expensive in a bull run. You know, to transfer and do what you need to do on it, but it it will always rally, and it will be before XRP and Cardano, but it will have its turn. It always does. Last bull run, it was sitting at 2. Next thing you know, it's at all-time new highs. It just, people have to be patient. Someone like you and myself and people who've done this. I've been in since the beginning. I've been a trader forever. Not a trader, more of a trader back in the day, but more of a holder. You see money, exactly. You just have to be older to like not get scared out of this. I believe, or you have to be through, you know, the people who got scared of crypto and walked away, and then you'll have, and lost their money. If they would have just held on and waited, if you didn't sell, you just hold on. And the newbies that come in, I try to help them, but they get shaken out too easily. Oh, you swapped it, huh? Not a bad idea. Was it a bunch? Yeah, my daughter's texting me on break. Yeah. Yeah, I'm holding on to my ADA and ETH and XRP for, we'll see it within the next, throughout this year. ETH will have its turn. I just want to know when. It's very odd to me that, Bitcoin does as great as it does, and all these other shit coins and other bigger cap ones like Solana and everything. But let's be honest, Solana got pumped pretty hard for many reasons, and it took an overkill with the SBF stuff going down. It really killed it. No one thought it was coming back, and some of these meme coins pushed it up, to take Solana on the ecosystem. Yeah, part of me would love to buy more ADA at these levels, but you got to know when to say when. I've dollar cost average for the last, God, I believe I'm long some at like $1.50, and I've got it all the way down to 25 cents. That's where I was trying to. There you go. Ooh, nice. I like it. Yeah, you'll easily triple that. I like it. So how many ETH are you? Yeah, so is that new to ETH, or did you have ETH before that? Yeah, I had so much ETH in the last run, and I sold them anywhere I shouldn't have. And I had it at like 1,700, and I believe I got out around. It was a big crash. I believe I got out around $3,000. I can't remember what that. We had so many little big crashes, but off of nothingness, last bull run like we always do. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I want to start stacking more, but I really was hoping for a dip below 2K. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. You gonna jump into any smaller stuff? I think you said you had some Solana. Helium. I was watching that forever. I just didn't have too much faith in it. Proved me wrong. But who knows, right? Everything has its turn, I believe. Unless it's an extremely old coin or if it's a meme. The liquidations weren't as bad as I thought they would be. That's why ETH is actually holding strong. Not even down 1%. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a smart move. I mean, you cannot go wrong holding Bitcoin. You never will. You will never go wrong. I mean, you know, uh, it's the leader, and I can't stand listening to channels who it's boring. It's a I don't want a 3x. I don't want a 2x. Okay, those are the people who just want to put $500 in a coin that's 0.001, and pray it goes up to a penny, right? Well, good luck with that. Could happen, but I'm more like you. I do it all, to be honest with you, but you cannot go wrong with having the big boys. You should always, I believe, everyone should gear to have at least, the goal should be to have at least one Bitcoin, at least. It's hard at these levels, though. I can understand if someone who wants to make big gains, not jump into this or something that's 2,300, 2,400. I remember before I bought ETH, I was like, oh, look at that. I bought Ethereum Classic first, and I made money on it. But that's a newbie type of thing. They come in, they look at Ethereum. This is people who know nothing. They look at Bitcoin and they're like, 45,000, 2,300. That's true. That's very true. Um, yeah, the goal is to have 20 ETHs, and at 30 last bull run, and I shaved off too many. I didn't buy it back at 1,000, which is so stupid, and Bitcoin at 15, I'm sure a ton of us say that, but I'm kicking myself for that. They don't cash out. And I'm guilty as charged my whole life. I mean, back to when I was 21, 22, in the market, in the stocks and bond market down in Chicago. I lost a fortune due to letting greed take over. That's a young man's thing. But, honestly, the last bull run, the last one, caught so many people by surprise how we just topped out. We were robbed for many reasons, and that's the hardest thing is taking profits. It's the hardest, for most. And last run, it just wasn't time for it to hit the fan. It was too early, and so much of us got caught. 400. I remember the 400 days. I remember the 300 with COVID. What a good buy that would have been. But people were thinking crypto was over then, and I was not DCAing like I wanted to. I was looking at Bitcoin at 3,000, 30 some hundred, and I'm like, I was only down there for a little bit, but like, how could something drop like that? It's going back up. Definitely going back up. And boy, we'll never see that again. I don't think we'll ever see 15 again. But what the hell do I know? We bought at 1,100-ish this year. Good job. I wanted it lower. I thought I was going to get $600 ETH for sure. I didn't think 300, but I was thinking 600. And I was definitely, unfortunately, in the camp that I thought I would get Bitcoin around 12,500. But boy, did it stick strong at 15,000. Because it was such a slow burn coming down, and then it would, the SBF news. I thought that was going to take it to 10 or 11K, and so did everyone. Not everyone, many people. Not you. You were smart enough to jump back in and with ETH, but what can you do? We won't make that mistake again. And this, we're so early. hoping we don't get cut off early this time. You know, we already got wars going on. We already have all this crap. We're coming out of inflation, supposedly. Yeah, it's hard. A lot of people, you know, what I always did when I was a trader was know my sell points before I bought in. Always did that. And I was did great until I got into, you know, I was doing more, doing what you do, the bigger cap type of stuff. Did well, but then I saw this .com stuff going on, and I jumped in, and I was doing incredible. Boom! When it busted, and it was gone, and it was like, you know, and gone in the stock market world. And I was heavily vested into that. I was young and stupid, and I learned my lessons. Yes, good. Keep taking the profits. Don't be, yeah. No one should be afraid of that, and so am I. This round. I'm not getting stuck. Not getting stuck. I've got too much in, and I got enough dry powder where I'm making moves. I haven't been trading off. I've been accumulating for 2 years, pretty heavily. Fairly diversified, but not too crazy. I'm heavier into the bigger stuff like you are, and spreading some love out to some of the smaller stuff that I think are doing well, I mean, the money on them, I'm just waiting. Now that we're in January, depending on tomorrow, it's going to be a big decision maker for me, because if we do get approved, it's going to pump pretty good. You know, so are you fully out of Sol? You know, if you're if you're into looking at any of the more riskier things, just check out AILZ. It's been very good to me. It's stuck here. I'm not telling you to buy it. Just check it out at least. Yes. No one knows. Exactly. I mean, that's theoretically you're right, but um, like I said, we got cut short for many reasons last bull run, so you just never know. Could be over in 7 months. Could be over in 6 months. I don't think so. Mm, yeah, and I wouldn't have guessed that Soul would have popped up like it did. I really wouldn't have. Blows me away. I didn't think it was out for the count like many people did, but I just didn't see it, having the impact and how fast it moved up. It's just absolutely crazy. I mean, we're not talking, $8 to $20. We're hitting over $100. It's just amazing. Avalanche. You have any AVAX? Yeah, 20 to 120. I can't believe it. I think AVAX, it's already had its turn a little bit, but does not have the steam like Soul does. I'm debating on this. I've been debating on it for a month now. I'm waiting until tomorrow for everything. Yeah. I'm going to see what's waiting till tomorrow and everything. I picked up some. I don't like to see Nair. I believe is going to have a great cycle. Been accumulating that for a while. I would have liked to have seen it build up more support at $4, but nothing was holding support today except for really Ethereum. You know, Stacks was just at $1.99. This is follows Bitcoin, and I try to accumulate as much as I can. Chain, but I am old, and that's true. I'm old too, man. $1.76. I would like to see that hold tight at $2, but we'll see tomorrow. I'm getting called for dinner finally. I did a stream before this and it messed up, so I jumped. And I'm like, all right, I got to do something real quick. I just wanted to put out a video for people, but it's just you and me to don't get stressed out, or hold tight. This crap happens all the time with news coming out and little quick flash crashes. It's part of the fun, right? What goes down fast comes up even faster sometimes. So you stay warm, brother. I'll be back on tomorrow. You know anyone? Share my stuff if you could. Let's build a community. I'm here to help, and I appreciate your input, brother. Cheers.